Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Wednesday weeknight dinner here on Ingrediology. My name's Logan. I'm going to be your chef instructor today, and we are making saucy samosas. This is one of my absolute favorite Indian treats. It is a delightful little fried pastry, usually shaped in the form of a triangle, filled with curried peas and potatoes and a little bit of onion and ginger messing around in there. The dough itself is actually infused with some caraway seeds that we're gonna be toasting ourselves at home. I hope that you are excited because I am too. This, like I said, I'm not joking when this is my favorite appetizer. I get it every single time that I go to my favorite restaurant here in Denver, which is an Indian restaurant. It's called Monsoon. It's just over here in Southlands. I actually took Tef. Hello, Tef. Welcome to the stream. I took Tef over there this last week when he was visiting me from Denmark. Our longtime friend and mod here on the channel, Tef, spent the weekend out here in Denver with us. So it was quite nice. He got to have some samosas from the restaurant that we went to. We also did a little stream on Sunday, if you guys caught that as well. And we're gonna make our own version tonight here on stream. We're also going to be accompanying these samosas with a cilantro mint chutney. Has a little bit of spice to it because it has some serrano peppers in it, and then a cooling yogurt sauce. All right. Now you can also serve a tamarind sauce with this, which is a sweet sauce. It's a very traditional sauce to serve alongside samosas, but we're not going to be doing that one this evening. We're just sticking with the two sauces. I didn't want to overload you guys too much, even though the class is entitled Saucy Samosas. Let's hear you guys shout out here. I see we already have 3 viewers over in Tastemade. Welcome to the stream. If you've not joined me before, my name's Logan. I'm a chef instructor out of Denver, Colorado. I've been teaching cooking classes for the last like 5 years, 3 of which were IRL. No, 4 of which were IRL in the past 2 years, I guess. Wow, I've been going for 6 years? That's crazy. Anyways, welcome to the stream. If you guys are planning on cooking along with us, go over to ingrediology.org and seek out the class guide for this. Or if you're in one of our Facebook, YouTube, Twitch chats, you can just hit exclamation point recipe or exclamation point menu in the chat, and that will pop up the link for you. This has an equipment list, all the recipes that we're gonna be making today. The recipes actually function as a shopping list with little check boxes right next to them. And then there's nutritional information down there and all sorts of other stuff. It's a really functional little piece of web design we put up there for you. Just hoping to make it as easy as possible for you to recreate these delicious fried pastries for yourself at home. What's up, guys? How we doing? I see we already got Tef in chat. Snake Eye was lurking around here earlier. Hungry Wolf was here. Shout out to Hungry Wolf Kitchen. Thanks for popping in, my friend. I know you're going live here in a little bit, so have a good time on your stream. Thank you for the lurk and the time being. Oh, okay. All right. Now this is kind of a beer right away day. Guys, I don't know why. I was just feeling this afternoon. I was like, you know what? I bought this 6-pack of Ambers. I'm gonna have at least one here today on stream. So I'm slowly working my way through that. If you're just here to enjoy the show and hang out and talk with me, pour yourself a drink as well, all right? Even if you're cooking, pour yourself a drink. Let's see, okay, are we good? Run through the cameras real quick, please. Excuse the testing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where is 6? We'll get camera 6 up here in a second, folks. There we go. We got camera 6. Good. All right. Let's talk about the flow of the class today, everybody. Make sure you have, if you're cooking along, all your ingredients ready to go. Again, that's referenced over on our website on ingrediology.org. To give you a quick overview of what we're going to be starting with first, though, we're going to be toasting our caraway seeds for the dough because we want to get our dough done and resting. It has a resting period of about 30 minutes wrapped in plastic after we've all kneaded it together. And before we can even knead it, we need to toast the caraway seeds. So I actually already have a saute pan over on the stove ready for that, a little non-stick skillet. We're going to be adding our 1 tablespoon of caraway seeds too. After that, we're going to peel and boil our potatoes that are going to be going into our filling, just cooking those all the way through so that way when we smash them into marble-sized pieces, we can take them over to the saute pan, saute them with our onions, our ginger, garlic, and our peas and everything, and make the filling that way. Then we'll knead our dough. We'll wrap and rest that for 30 minutes. Then we're going to cut up our garlic and peppers for the filling, as I just mentioned. Then we'll work on our cilantro chutney and our yogurt sauce. We'll cook out our filling. We'll roll out our dough, we'll fill and form our samosas, and then we'll get to frying, okay? Quick overview of some of the specialized equipment that you're gonna need over on the stove. We have that saute pan I mentioned for toasting our caraway seeds. This is gonna be our spices. I have a pot of cold water on the stove, and this is to remain cold because we're gonna be starting our potatoes out in cold water. Then over here at the bottom of camera 6, you can see we have our oil set up. I've got a large cast iron skillet that has about 3 quarts of canola oil in here all day. I've got this heating up on low right now, and you can also do the same. There's nothing worse than when you're trying to heat up or when you're trying to get ready to fry, and then your oil isn't warm enough right when you're ready to go. You really put a wrench in the gear. So right now I'm sitting at about 145, 150 degrees on our oil. Oh, it just keeps climbing. By the way, this is important that you guys should have just an instant-read digital thermometer to keep track of your oil temperature like this. You can use a candy thermometer. You can use an infrared thermometer if you happen to have one of those at home. But we just want to make sure that when it's time to fry, we can have our oil at a nice, stable 350 degrees. Now, I mentioned that we're going to be toasting our caraway seeds first, so let's talk about the ingredients that we've got going on in our samosa dough. Good idea to stay cold. Heard it should be hot in Colorado. I promise, Logan, do not drink as many beers as one might think for stream. Yeah, I generally only drink on stream. I'm really not much of a drinker, but I like having a beer with you guys when I'm just relaxing. Anyways, we got 4 viewers right now on Saucy Samosas over here on Tastemade. Hello, Tastemade. You guys know there's a chat box right over here. It's right there. You could type in it, and then you could talk to me. Just letting you know.
Logan, we good?
Throw something in chat. So down here on the board, everybody, we've got the ingredients for our samosa dough. Now, this is going to be 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We've got 3/4 of a cup of water, 2 ounces or 1/4 of a cup of neutrally flavored oil. In this case, I'm using corn oil. I'm using canola oil to fry in. Those are just the 2 neutral oils that I have around the kitchen. Vegetable oil would also work in this case. And then we have our tablespoon of caraway seeds that we're gonna be toasting here in the pan. So let's take this over the stove right off the bat, and we're gonna toss these into our pan. Whoop. Get them spread out there in a nice even layer, and then on the front burner, I'm just gonna turn to a medium heat. Now this is gonna require frequent stirring from us so that we don't burn or brown too much on one side, but we're gonna know that our caraway seeds are done toasting when they're emitting a really fragrant smell of caraway. Does that make sense? Hey, thank you so much, DC Bad Ting. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream, great to have you. We're making samosas today, my friend. So, we're gonna try and evenly toast these caraway seeds on all sides until they are fragrant, at which point we'll bring them back into our ramekin, incorporate them into our dough. Now, while I'm waiting for that pan to heat up, we're gonna come back down here and we've got to start peeling those potatoes that we want to get into the water, okay? These are the 2 things that you really want to get started early, guys, because they're gonna take the longest. The boiling of the potatoes and the making of our dough. That's why we're hitting this from step 1. Duna Betty. Duna, is that you? Happy Wednesday, Duna, or is it Thursday in Australia already? You guys are living in the future.
Talk to me.
Can we get a shout out for Duna Betty, another food and drink and variety streamer here on Twitch? I miss your face. How you been? So this is going to end up to be 1.5 pounds of peeled potatoes when everything's said and done, guys. That's what we're looking for. 1.5 pounds. So I have 2 pounds of potato here. These potatoes were a pound a piece. Big old chonkers, chonky boys. Well, hello there, Bad Ting. Logan, are you frying the spices whole or are they pre-ground? Tef, that's a great question. Those caraway seeds that we have over on the stove are whole, all right? Thank you for clarifying, I appreciate you. Hey, yeah, Beck, yeah. Let's take this over to 6. Oh, the side view. Look at that. Oh no, I lost my peas. My peas. It's Thursday and the lotto numbers are, guys, listen up. Duna's gonna tell you tomorrow's lotto numbers. Like I said, they're in Australia, they're living in the future. Whoop. Jamster. I put a bit of chili seed in my samosas. Ooh, what kind of chili? Like red pepper flakes, Jamster? Is that what you mean? By the way, happy Wednesday to you. Thanks for being here with us on this Wednesday weeknight dinner. So you make your own samosas at home. That's fantastic. I love it. I'm just trying to get people to also be able to make their own samosas at home. Look at this. Look at this lazy Susan, being lazy, hanging open, ruining my perfectly good shot that I got going on in my potatoes. Get back in there, Susan. Let's give our potatoes a stir. Our potatoes. Let's give our caraway seeds that we have gently toasting on the stove just a toss. Mmm. Ooh. Logan, why are you frying them whole? Does it make a difference compared to pre-ground? I would normally toast my whole spices if I'm gonna be using them. I don't toast ground spices often unless, I mean, a good exception is when I'm making curries, and that requires a lot of flavor out of your spices. Not that, you know, you're not expecting a lot of flavor out of spices in other times, but it's also easier to toast these whole. So if you do have a recipe that says to toast your spices, like say cumin seed as an example, I would toast those cumin seeds whole first and then grind them. That's the order I would go about doing that, if you have a spice grinder. Now, if you only have ground cumin in your cabinet, you're not looking to go out and buy more whole cumin seed, that's totally fine. Then just toast it in the pan, loose. It's gonna get done a little bit quicker, so be mindful of that. A young viewer named Remy is watching. Oh, is there a young viewer named Remy? Remy is my son, by the way, everybody. We have a 6-month-old baby downstairs that Kevin and Kathy, the grandparents, have graciously agreed to watch while I do these streams and whatnot. So I guess Remy is watching on Facebook. Hi, Remy. Hi, boy. After your potatoes are peeled, guys, go ahead, split them in half, and then chunk them up, just like I am. And then we're gonna go into our pot of cold water. Boop, boop. So who's cooking along with us on Taste Made? Let's see some hands. Deirdre, are you here, my dear? I hope so. And for those of you who are cooking along, please, if ever I'm moving a little too fast or I skip over a step that maybe you didn't get a full explanation on, do not hesitate to let me know, reach out, give me a shout in chat. That way we can keep everybody on the same page, okay? Sound good? Deal? Deal? Absolute silence. Good to know. I'm just teasing you. You guys need to talk to me more, okay? What's Remy named after? Well, we just kind of like the name Remy, Duna. I don't know. We were picking out names, and I think Liam was on the list for names at one point, and then literally the next morning I'm watching the news, and it's like most used baby names in 2021. Liam. I was like, oh, okay. Well, we're not gonna do that. I don't want to be one of 15 of his other classmates who are also named Liam. And then I don't even remember how we came up with Remington. We were just throwing names about, and we really like the name of Charles Remington. So fancy. That guy's an executive. He gets shit done. The bad thing, I put in red pepper chili seeds, but the only downfall to that is then I'm up all night taking a dump. Thank you, bad thing. That's fair. That will do that to you. I'll run right through you, right? I did not get Remy from Remoulade. I did not name my son after a mayonnaise-based sauce. Although Remy is Remy the rat in Ratatouille. So that's cute, right? I tried playing Ratatouille for him the other day. He was not interested. He is just all about the baby bum bum and cocoa melon right now. He's not quite on to animated films. I mean, it is cute. And then I get, like, in Ratatouille, he calls him Little Chef, which is 100% going to be a nickname that Remy has, especially when we're cooking in the kitchen. All right, Little Chef, let's go. God, that's going to be so cute. I can't wait till he cooks. I can't wait till he can, like, crawl. He can't even crawl yet. He's got this big gut that he's trying to drag across the carpet. Yeah, I tried to teach him how to bend his legs and, like, push and crawl the other day, and he just ended up dragging his face across the floor for about 2 feet. So, you know, parenthood. So proud. Tef, you said that your flight was uneventful. Duna, did you know Tef came out and visited us last weekend? Needed a place to stay. He reached out to Megan and I was like, absolutely, you can come. Please. Long overdue. He's tall as hell, though. Guys, I don't know if you realize this, but Tef, unlike Capri Sun Poppy, who is about 4'8" in heels, Tef is a legitimate 6'7". It was easy to find him at the airport, I'll give him that. Sir Grunge walks in, hugs Logan's better half, and heads to bed. Thank you, Sir Grunge. Good to see you. Greetings from the US over here, my friend. Oh, so we're free in town, we can stay? Good to know. Duna, you can come stay with us, I don't care. That's great. If you need some place to hang out in Colorado, we got you. What do we hit? What do we do? Oh, we went disc golfing over the weekend. Did some disc golfing. It was kind of funny because we have a disc golf hole in our backyard that we keep around, and we'll pull it out and like play on it and practice in the backyard. You can't really like let it rip because it's just the backyard, you know. But it's good to practice the shots and whatnot. And Tef was telling me the day before, because we were like hanging out, practicing shots and stuff on Saturday. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be so good. I'm gonna be whipping these discs so far. You know, I have so much power. Yada yada yada." And then it comes the next day, and he figured out it's really a lot about technique, not just the power how you throw it. You did good, Tef. I'm not saying you did poorly, but I think you expected to be able to really fling those farther than you were. Logan was more easy to find thanks to the way he walked. Yeah, that's what Tef said at the airport. I have a very, I don't know, I have a signature walk, just the way in which I hold myself. He was just like, yep, that's him. And he came and found me. Oh, Megiology's here, everybody. Say hi to my better half. Thanks, Sir Grunge. I appreciate you. Thanks for the lurk. I learned by doing, just like the rest of life, says Tef. Yep, you certainly did. I learned by making mistakes. I learned by messing it up. Okay, all right. Whew. Oh, I love caraway seeds. Caraway seeds always remind me of like really, really good bread. Really good bread has caraway seeds in it. The big boss is here, the one we all respect, the wonderful Megiology. I learned by being perfect, says Miss Snake Eye. I don't know about that. Check it out, guys. Let's get in real close on that pan. We're about to finish toasting our seeds right here. Give those a good shake. See a little bit of smoke that's coming up right there? Why is this not focusing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Get in your home. You don't see it real up close? Sorry, sometimes it works if I like flip it to the front camera, then I flip to the back, it'll focus better. There we go, it's in focus now. So we're getting just the tiniest amount of smoke here on our toasted caraway seeds. They've darkened in color, as you can see. They're starting to pop a little bit too. These are nicely toasted, they're super fragrant. We're gonna kill the heat on these things and then move this back onto the board, okay? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna toss these right into our flour. They look much darker up there against the flour than they did in the pan. All right, cool. It's time to knead our dough, everybody. So as previously stated, make sure that you have your 2 cups of AP flour, which we just added our 1 tablespoon of toasted caraway seeds to. You should also have 3/4 of a cup of water and 2 ounces of a neutrally flavored oil, okay? So let's get these all mixed together. How do I want to do this? I'm gonna put on some gloves for this. Yeah, we do miss you. We miss you, Tef. Such an up-close Logan is scary. Poor Remy for always looking at that. That's true. That's exactly the shot that Remy gets. It's like my face, like way too close. Way too close. All right. Make for yourself a little well. Now, if you're curious, I did sift my flour before doing this. That's just always a good idea to do. We're gonna add in our 3/4 cup of water. And then our 2 ounces, AKA 1/4 cup of oil. And then we're just gonna get this to combine into a dough. Once it's come together into a loose dough, then we're gonna turn it out onto our cutting board and knead it. For that, we're probably gonna want a little bit of bench flour. So get yourself a tablespoon or two of flour out to help this from sticking too much to your cutting board as we knead. Do not eat Remy. Who's eating Remy? I'm not eating Remy, I mean, oh, Megan's going to grab a snack. I see what you're saying. It's hard not to eat Remy. He's so delightful and delicious. We went to the grocery store this morning. He was my little buddy at the grocery store. He wasn't entirely happy. By the time we got to the checkout counter, he was kind of like, I am so over this. What are we doing here? What is this bright, vibrant place filled with things that I don't even know how to eat? Hi, Sweet Pea.
Hi.
How are you? You excited for samosas tonight? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, let's get all these extra loose bits of flour gathered up right here. You may have noticed there's no leavening agent here in the dough. It doesn't need to be. Oh, sorry, I wasn't trying to trick you. Just need the plastic wrap in some out-of-the-way place.
Is this okay?
Could you put it back when you're done? Because that was the out-of-the-way place. Anybody joining us over here on YouTube? Facebook people? Chime in. Love to see you. Speaking of YouTube, everybody, you can, if you if you like the abbreviated versions of these classes, I cut these down into YouTube videos. I'm on like a three week lag right now. So we just posted our shepherd's pie video from March. Got that up on the YouTube channel, but there's also our biscuit top chicken pot pie, the poke class, all sorts of good stuff. All right, go check it out.
Building up a catalog.
Yeah, we're in the process of building a catalog. Now, this dough is such that I'm really not, it's not sticking to the board too much right now, guys. You might not even need that bench flour that I recommended a second ago. So, let me just explain to you, slow down a little bit, of what I'm doing right here. We've mixed our dough so that it's come together into a solid mass with no dry bits remaining, and now it's time to knead it. The purpose of kneading is to develop gluten. Gluten, that big bad G word. It's in all your flour, all your wheat flours at least. And by mechanically kneading the dough like this, we are making those gluten proteins join together like long chains, okay? There's two ways in which you can develop gluten: by time, so by mixing your dough and then allowing it to rise or rest by itself, either in the cooler overnight or out on the countertop for a couple of hours, or you can do what we're doing right here, which is kneading all these gluten proteins together, okay? So by kneading this, think of it like a rubber band ball. We're just getting it angrier and angrier, and it's exciting itself, and then it's gonna get all tight and wound up, all right? So once this has a little bit of bounce back and it's completely smooth on the outside, which we're getting there. It doesn't take too long to knead this. This is not a heavily kneaded dough. Once we get there, though, we're gonna put these into a bowl, wrap it with plastic wrap, and just allow it to rest. That's important after you've done all this kneading. If you were to try and roll this out immediately after having kneaded and developed all this gluten in here, it's just gonna rip. It's gonna tear. So you need to allow at least that 30 minutes to let it relax out again. I like the live interaction of Twitch instead of YouTube. You mean you just like the platform better? Or the way in which you're consuming this, dude? You would rather listen to me ramble for 2 hours live than watch a very direct 5 to 10 minute YouTube video about the recipe. That's fair. There's many people who would prefer YouTube, you know, and I'm trying to reach that audience too. I'm sure you have hours and hours of footage as well, Duna, like I do, that I've just neglected going back on over the past 2 years. Get all this dough, any loose caraway seeds hanging out over here, just roll it around, pick all those up. Okay. Viewing YouTube chat via Facebook. We understand that, dude. That is why Logan's still hang out here live while he put up the recipe on YouTube and the website. Amen. What have you been making lately on stream, Duna? Look at that, guys. Toasted caraway infused samosa dough. Get out. Get out of here. All right, let's wrap this bad boy up. Plastic wrap. We're gonna take, I'm not even gonna put it in a bowl. Hey, Megan, what are you doing? What are you doing, Megan? You trying to sneak around here? All right, put that in the center. Let's get this wrapped up tightly. And then it just needs to sit for that half hour. So it goes down at 325, 355. We're gonna be pulling our dough. Don't worry, we're gonna be doing stuff in the meantime, everybody. We have to make our sauces, we have to make our fillings, we have to do all that kind of stuff in the intervening time while our dough rests, okay? So this can just go off to the side. Doesn't have to go in the cooler, just go off to the side. No, the way we can ask you questions as you go. See, I think that's nice too, Duna. It's difficult though. I mean, especially since I stream out at a time that's right in the middle of most people's workday. You know, 3 o'clock on a Wednesday. It's not easy. It's not easy for people to be there live. All right, let's deglove. Ugh, deglove. You guys ever heard of that? Remember when Jimmy Fallon had his ring finger degloved? Getting into a taxi, he was wearing that bandage on his show for weeks. Degloving is when your ring gets caught on something and then whoosh, takes off all the skin and sometimes some of the muscle. That's degloving. Gross. All right, so we've kneaded our dough. We're wrapping and letting it rest for 30 minutes, and then we need to mise out our onion and our peppers and our garlic for the filling. So I have that right here. We have our onion. It's gonna be 1 tablespoon of serrano peppers. Onion, 1 tablespoon of serrano peppers, 2 cloves of garlic. I've already taken my frozen peas. I've set them in a little bowl with some water just to get them to thaw out a little bit. Oh look, they're nicely thawed. Good, good. You might want to do the same at home, just to help you here when we're getting ready to saute off all this filling. That's gonna be like the very last thing, guys, so you got plenty of time. And then this is 1 tablespoon of garam masala. Garam masala is a type of curry powder that features cinnamon and cumin and a few other spices. And it's very, it's very standard in Indian cooking is what I was gonna say. So that's over here. We need to worry about our onion, pepper, and garlic. So the first thing we're gonna do is dice up the onion, the rainbow cut. I've already peeled this and I've just got half the onion sitting right here. We want like a small dice on this, not large chunks of onion. Think of how it's gonna appear inside the filling. Degloving is when I challenge you to a duel. Heard, fair. I heard that, Snake Eye. Are we dueling? Are they bringing dueling back? I think they should have. Did Will Smith challenge Chris Rock to a duel? Is that what happened? Is that what I witnessed? All right, nice rainbow cut all the way around. And then at the same interval, go back and get your small dice. Now, we have our serrano pepper. I'm gonna do that last. Or do I wanna do that last? Do I? I don't. Thin slices of serrano pepper. Serrano pepper, for those uninitiated, is just a little bit more spicy than a jalapeno pepper in terms of Scoville units contained within it, okay? Not sure the exact number. There we go. Aw, somebody left Taste Made without even saying anything. It's a damn shame. A throwdown, eh, Snake Eye? I won't say what I thought degloving was. You know, maybe that's for the best. Maybe that's for the best, Duna. I'm gonna be making a little bit of chicken curry, some chicken tikka masala to go along with this. Now that I'm not getting as fancy on, I literally have like a cook-in sauce and a couple of pounds of chicken that I'm gonna throw in together. I'm gonna put like, that's about a tablespoon. Maybe a little bit less. There we go. Now, the rest of our serrano, I have a second serrano back here, guys, because inside of our mint cilantro chutney is going to be that other serrano, but I only need a tablespoon, and it looks like I got about 2 tablespoons right here. Plus, I also have to remember that Kathy, my mother-in-law, is eating this evening, and she is not the biggest fan of spicy foods. You know, I've done my best trying to ease her in, you know, ease her into the water, but you know, she's not quite at the whole serrano inside the filling stage yet, if you get what I mean. Now be careful not to touch your eyes or use the bathroom after having done that without washing your hands thoroughly beforehand. Make sense? Do I really need to explain that? Make your pee-pee burn. There we go. All right, down here, let's empty out 2 garlic cloves. Now we've also got garlic cloves here for our mint cilantro chutney. So the 2 ingredients that our filling and our mint cilantro chutney share are going to be the serrano peppers and the garlic cloves. So there's 3 inside of the mint cilantro chutney, and there's 2 inside of our filling. So why not do all 5 right now? Work smarter, not harder, right? That's what we always try and do around here. Poor Tef doesn't enjoy spicy stuff. We learned that the hard way this weekend. Yeah, I felt bad for Tef. Like I said, we went to Monsoon, which is my favorite Indian restaurant here in Denver. And I'm not even going to qualify it with Indian. It is an Indian restaurant, but it is my favorite restaurant, period, out here in Denver. I love it. It is the best Indian food I've ever had in my life. I would eat there every day of the week if I could, but it's also not cheap. But yeah, Tef ordered off the menu, and I was like, "How are you with spice?" He's like, "I'm okay." I was like, "Well, this should be a more mild option." And he had to have a glass of milk with dinner, so wasn't as successful as I'd hoped. Should have taken him to get ice cream instead. I stand with Kathy. Less serrano, the better. I like it spicy. I like spicy food. Maybe I got that from my time working on lines with Hispanic people. Because that food's spicy. Family meal always was spicy. All right, so we're just mincing these up, guys. Give them a smash, and then we're gonna run our knife through it. We gave it a gentle pop at first, just to loosen the skin. Now this one is the aggressive pop to really smash it down into a flatter piece. Hey, we got somebody back on Taste Babe. Good. Welcome back, viewer who left and then joined back in. I'm glad you're back. Or maybe just someone new joined. Where are we taking? Oh, we should have taken him to get ice cream. We got a Cold Stone nearby. Anybody else familiar with the wonders of Cold Stone? I still liked it. The milk saved me from giving up on eating it. Logan, can you explain why milk helps? Oh, helps spicy things. Oh, that's a good point. So the reason why milk helps relieve spice is not due to its fattiness or the creaminess of the milk. It's actually the lactic acid. The molecule capsaicin, which is what makes things spicy, it denatures in acid, which is why they have like limes and stuff with a lot of South American Hispanic foods, is to try and take off that heat a little bit. You can suck on the lime because that will break down the capsaicin molecules on your tongue. So it's the lactic acid or the acid in your lime juice that actually helps to keep it from burning quite as much. Thank you, Tef. Little tiny pieces of garlic. Now I'm going to take 2/5 of this and save it for our filling. And then the other 3 are going to go back into our small bowl for the mint cilantro chutney. Okay, makes sense. Whew. Garlic, it's so sticky. It's so sticky. Which Tef explained to all of us here on Sunday. It's the oils in the garlic that make it sticky. Tef, did you try to get, what the, Tef, did you get to try a cow pie while you were here? What, a cow pie? We're probably talking about 2 different things, Snake Eye. Yes, yes, we definitely got to do Cold Stone when we go for when you're back here over the summer, Tef. That is a must. Okay, half of our serranos for the filling, half of our garlic, well, not half, 2 of our cloves for the filling, and then the other 2 are going to go onto the tray that we have worked up for our mint cilantro chutney and our sauces. All right, give me just a second to do a quick 2-minute tidy right here. It ain't going to be 2 minutes, but that's what we call it. Is everybody doing good cooking along at home? Not seeing any questions come across. I just want to check in, make sure y'all are following along okay. Okay. That serrano can go over there. Now, we need to do our cilantro and our yogurt sauce, mint chutney. Oh my goodness. Cosmic Cat, what are you doing over here?
Shields up, load all torpedo bays. Stand by phases. 4 packs of 8. Engage.
Sorry, I'm not going to interrupt Captain Picard when he's giving orders, okay? But thank you so much for the raid, Cosmic Cat. Cat, it is great to see you. I hope that you're having a great springtime here. How is it up? How are you doing as our northern friends in Canada? Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys don't already follow Cosmic Cat, then you need to be over on her channel. She's a wonderful food and drink streamer, just an all-around good person. She's got real chill vibes over on her stream, and I think you'd really enjoy her content. But Cat, hello, happy Wednesday to you. Thank you so much for the follow. Good news, Archetype Pro. It's okay for me. It's good to see you again. Thanks for using the pretzel emotes down here in chat. Man, the pretzel emotes are still on. Flaming hot raid, you're right about that, Atomic Pirate Girl. Hello, hello, everybody. If you're just joining us, my name is Logan, if you've never been here on the channel before. I'm a chef instructor out of Denver, Colorado. And today we are making saucy samosas. Samosas are a deep-fried pastry with variations stretching all the way from East Africa through to Southeast Asia. Many different cultures have a version of this. Mine is going to be Indian today, filled with a mixture of spiced potatoes and curried peas, onions, a little bit of ginger, and some serrano peppers for a kick. And to accompany that, we're going to be making a yogurt sauce and a cilantro mint chutney. We've already got our dough made up, and then we're going to be making our sauces right now. So I'm so glad you're here. Cosmic Cat is pretty neat, I agree. Yeah, great springtime. Expecting a bad snowstorm over the next 2 days. Oh, well, stay warm, all right, Cat? Stay warm, make sure you're stocked up on supplies and all that stuff, and then have a nice cozy time during your snowstorm. Really huga, as Tef would say. Hey, Card Shark, great. I'm glad you love samosas. You came to the right place, my friend. What were you guys making over on Cosmic Cat's stream today? Never mad about samosas, right? It's literally my favorite appetizer. It's my favorite appetizer, Cat, no joke. I don't make them too often at home. We also have this fantastic Indian restaurant just up the road here from us, and I don't know. We're gonna see how they stack up tonight. I don't want to say these are not as good as those. They're pretty good. My samosa recipe is pretty damn good. But if you guys would like to cook along with us and check out my samosa recipe, weigh it against maybe your local eatery after having made them at home, you can hit !recipe, !menu in chat, and that'll throw you out a link to our website where we've set up a class guide with equipment lists, as well as the recipes, as a shopping list, nutritional information, all the things you need to know about this dish and how to recreate it for yourself at home on ingrediology.org. Hey, thank you, Megology. Flaming hot, Cool Ranch, deviled eggs. I think that's a brand new sentence, Card Shark. That's a brand new sentence. It's not been uttered in English before. Flaming hot, Cool Ranch, deviled eggs. Doritos deviled eggs. So, Kat, how did you do the Doritos? Did you like grind up some of the spice in the filling? Was it topped? Was it both? I'm trying to picture how you would use Doritos in a deviled egg recipe. Tough. Let me know. But I hope you and you both are well up there. It's good to see you. Hey, Chris, welcome into the stream. It's good to see you. Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We need to get back to our cilantro mint chutney we were doing before we were so rudely interrupted by Cosmic Cat's gracious raid of 40 people coming in here. Anyways, hang around, guys. Pop a drink and relax and enjoy the stream, okay? Got ginger over there, and that's where the ginger need to go. So we were just talking about the ingredients we have for our sauces. Over here on this side of the board, we've got this is going to be for our yogurt sauce. We've got a cup of whole milk plain yogurt, half of an English cucumber, which we're going to peel and then pass through a box grater. And then we've got a lime, because we need 1 tablespoon of lime juice, adding a little bit of salt to taste. That's gonna be our cooling yogurt sauce. For this mint cilantro chutney, I've got 1 cup of mint leaves down here in the bottom, 2 cups of cilantro, and then we're gonna also need another tablespoon of lime juice. We've got our 3 minced garlic cloves that we just finished up, 1 tablespoon of serrano pepper, and then this has 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of coarse kosher salt, and then 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, all right? That's gonna be the chutney, which we're doing right now. So come over to the food processor with me, everybody. Because we just got to throw all these things in. So, first we're gonna add in our herbs. Coated the egg in crushed Doritos. Oh, and air fry. So it's kind of like it sounds more like a Scotch egg. The sarcasm is weak in Logan. The sarcasm is strong in me. Don't ever think I'm not. I'm usually being sarcastic. Let's get our cilantro and mint all mixed up in here. Again, 1 cup of mint leaves that have been destemmed, and then 2 cups of cilantro leaves. You don't need to destem your cilantro. It can be the whole sprig in there. The oil that gives cilantro its characteristic flavor actually runs throughout the entirety of the stems and is not bitter. Hey, thank you so much for the Ko-fi. Snake Eye, thank you for the Ko-fi support over there. I appreciate you. Speaking of Ko-fi, guys, we just started our Ko-fi page, and if you would like to help make the stream possible by contributing monetarily, we really appreciate you. All the classes are free, as well as the resources that come along with them, but we are going to be doing something special for all of our subscribers across Ko-fi and Twitch, as well as Tastemade. This Saturday, April 9th at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, we're going to be making chicken tinga tostadas together in a fun little Zoom class. We're gonna be hosting it on Zoom. That way we got some face-to-face time. This is a subscriber-only class, so if you have subscribed, make sure you're checking out Tastemade or Ko-fi. I've posted the links and the times, as well as a link to the recipe guide that I've posted on the class already on those pages, all right? So if you don't have it yet and you'd like to attend the class, you need to go to Ko-fi or to Tastemade and check out your subscription page, all right? Now, anyways, as the cat said, Mulissa, welcome to the stream. Oh no, I'm losing track of chat. Bad, I'm losing track real hard. Okay, coated in Doritos, then fry. Well, the egg cup, if you will, then still made the yolk mayo filling. Okay, heard, all right. All right, so you cut them in half, you took out the yolks like you would a deviled egg, mixed it with the Doritos and whatnot, and then refilled them, breaded them, and air fried them. Heard. Nice. Nice. Also, Kat, have you seen that they're doing HelloFresh via Stream Elements nowadays? I don't know if that's relevant to you or if you'd even be interested in that, but I saw that come through the other day. All right, 3 cloves of minced garlic in here with our chutney. We've got 1 tablespoon of minced serrano pepper. And then one more time, we've got 1 teaspoon of coarse kosher salt, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, and then a teaspoon of sugar. That all is going in there with half a cup of water. I saw a few people doing it. Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna brand up like that. I got enough of my own crap to promote without having to bombard people with HelloFresh's stuff. We'll see what happens. Half a cup of water. Let's get the top on here and we're just gonna puree this up. Take a second, scrape down the sides. Now, I've seen this mint cilantro chutney in all sorts of different textures. Some people puree it completely fine, as if it was just like a paste. I like a little more coarse Also, I don't have a blender, so I can't get it that fine, so I better like it more coarse, because this won't make it fine like that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us here on stream, we're in the midst of making our mint cilantro chutney that's going to be served alongside our saucy samosas. Oh, let's come back down here to the board because we need to get everything whipped together for our cooling yogurt sauce. We got a little bit of spice from the chutney right here. Ooh, oh yeah, that's good stuff. We're gonna get that emptied out into a bowl here momentarily, but first we're gonna peel and grate our cucumber. Got to get things cleaned up over here. I'll be lurking. Thanks, Kat. Again, thank you so much for the raid. It's good to see you again. Good to chat with you. And I hope everything is good with you. Get cleaned up. Enjoy your dinner. We're just gonna take the skin off the outside of our cucumber, guys, because even after being passed through the box grater, it makes pretty undesirable little pieces in there. Ah, there we go. Just half of an English cucumber is what we're going to be incorporating, guys. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We've already got our dough made. We've got our oil heating up. And guys, if you're cooking along with us at home, make sure you got your pan on with the oil just set to as low as your stove will go. It'll make it quicker when it comes time to fry all these up. Speaking of which, why don't we give this... We'll give the oil a temp here. Next. All right. So, box grater on the smaller holes, all right? We're gonna take and we're just gonna pass our cucumber through. That chutney looks yummy. Thank you, Melissa. That's my favorite condiment to have with samosas. I love the spicy mint chutneys. Now, it's not really a chutney, I think, as most Americans would think of a chutney. I think when people think of a chutney, they think of like a mango chutney, just like it's 2004, and it's like, oh, we got salmon with a mango chutney. Isn't our restaurant fancy? And it's kind of more like a jelly. It's almost like a marmalade of mango and spices. This isn't that. This is closer, more akin to a pesto, but sans oil. We got our cucumber, and then we need a tablespoon of lime juice. Oh, hey, how you doing? How's your mother? How's your father? I was just rolling around to loosen up all the membranes inside of our lime there, guys. We're gonna give this just half of a lime. That'll be about a tablespoon of juice right there. Uh-oh. Do not include the stem in your yogurt sauce. We got a new poll up, everybody. Make sure you're voting in the poll over there, guys. Whoop. I'm like getting messages on Tastemade as we're going. I don't know. I can't click away from this stream, otherwise it'll like mess up the encoder, I think. I don't know, I haven't tried it. So, cooling yogurt sauce, and then let's get a little bit of salt in here with this. Yeah. Vote Canadian, says Tev. What is this poll? I've not even looked at the poll yet. Oh, I can't see the poll on my side. What's going on? Whatever. Vote in the poll. I don't know what the choices are. Make it good. I'll vote Canada too. Oh, there's a great sound. Blub, 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 blub. Okay. That can go off to the side. Let's get our chutney in a bowl. Now we've already hit this. We've already hit our chutney with our salt to season it. But you know, always taste just to make sure. That is very spicy from the Serrano. That is some spicy Serrano. But I'm happy with the salt level that's in there. Ooh, that's very hot. Tef, you would not like this. Ew, slurpy sounds. Make it less spicy, please. No, I won't. But thank you for asking, Maggie. I appreciate you. Ain't gonna happen, though. Oh, okay. I'm gonna put the other half in another ramekin. So, Tastemade people, what city are you joining us from? If you don't like it, then Kathy wouldn't either, Tef. Okay. There we go. Put the food processor back from whence it came. Still with me, guys? Still good? Wow, fun poll. Cool, guys. Ooh. Oh, did you just get muted by the bot, Kevin? You're lucky you didn't get banned. Kevin used the M word here in chat, everybody. Vote against him. All right, we need to get our cutting board nice and clean, get all these extra herbs off of here. Because we get a clear way, well, for first mashing our potatoes, and then secondly, for rolling out our dough. Where's this poll that you speak of? Chris, I'm not seeing the poll earlier. I'm not seeing the poll either. I don't know what they're talking about. I can't even see it on my side, and I have I see everything. Locally, we have smell-o-vision. That's right. Today I'm drinking Colorado Native, which I am not, but my son is. Nice amber. Let's get a non-stick pan out. This non-stick pan, everybody, is going to be for the potatoes. I said that we are going to check the temperature on our oil, just to make sure we're not overheating our oil. We're going to be frying at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, so we don't want it to be too hot. If it's just resting at like 250, 275, I'm happy with that. It's a good resting temperature for when you're trying to get your oil ready. All right, we're right at 226, guys. 226, perfect. Now, let's give our potatoes a look-see. Potatoes have been down for a little bit. We want these, oh, they're still rather hard. We want these to be easily smashable, okay? We don't want them to be completely cooked to the point where you like touch them and they mash and fall apart. We want them to still have, I mean, I've never heard this term used as applied to potatoes, but you want it to be a little al dente. That makes sense? Because they're going to continue to be cooked into filling. And you don't want this to just turn into a mashed potato puree that has garam masala and peas in it. You want to have a little bit more chew to it so that as you're eating your samosa, you're getting like pieces of potato that you're chewing on. If poll not worked, one would need to have re-updated Twitch/Ingredieology stream for it to appear, but it's already over. Poll's over, unfortunately. And we are no closer to identifying the type of food that Logan should make next. Oh, was that the poll? Canadian? What? I mean, Canadian, you make poutine. Ooh. Ooh, we gonna have poutine. We gonna have poutine. I'm gonna get Snake Eye to send me some real Minnesota cheese curds. Okay? Oh, poutine. May. Looking forward to May. Because we already got the April classes written out, guys. All right. What was I doing? Oh, we should probably start rolling out our dough. If the potatoes aren't done yet, we can at least catch up a little bit by, or at least keep ourselves busy by rolling out the dough that we've allowed to rest here on our cutting board. We're gonna dust this and then start rolling it out into small discs. These discs should be 3 to 4 inches in diameter. From those, we are going to roll out our samosas and fill those, okay? Let's get a little bit of flour down here. Hup, 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 hup. Okay, dust the pan a little bit. And then, yeah, we're gonna basically roll this out, everybody, to the thickness of the seeds. You don't want this to be a super thick dough. You see how as I roll it out, it kind of pulls back on itself though? That's that developed gluten that we did earlier, guys. Like I said, it's like a rubber band. It's gonna start pulling our dough back into the shape. Now, samosas can have all sorts of different fillings. The fillings of samosas range anywhere from completely vegan to mincemeat or even fish in some versions of the samosa. Now, samosas can also go by different names like the sambusa, S-A-M-B-U-S-A, or the samosa, S-A-M-U-S-A. You might see it written like that on the menu, on a menu that you're ordering them off of. But they're all gonna be these deep fried pastries with a filling. This dough is so pretty. It's just so pretty. I love the toasted caraway seeds spread all throughout. Four out of 5 got 1 vote each. Wait, what's the cuisine that we're gonna be making next? Well, not next, but what's some cuisine that you guys voted for here on the Twitch poll? And guys, if you're new to the stream, go ahead over to our YouTube channel if you'd like to see other recipes that I've done. I take and I edit these videos down, so instead of having to watch a 2-hour-long stream of whatever the hell I'm making that day, you can just enjoy like a nice little 5-minute edited video of like our shepherd's pie, for instance, which I just put up. Okay. Where are my ring cutters? Oh good, they've moved. Where would they go? That is annoying, and I should have found these beforehand. Did they really move? Yeah, they really moved. Maggie, as lead dishwasher, do you have any idea where our ring cutters, our ring molds got moved off to? Okay. Ring molds. The metal rings.
I think there should be
In this? I didn't see them. Oh, I got one. See, I think these are fluted. Yeah, these are my fluted ones. It's like a little brown squat box. The wheels are falling off the wagon, guys. I'm just playing. Don't worry about it, Kath. I'll get something that's big enough. Please hold, everybody. Yeah, it's like a little brown square box. Hup, hup, hup. You know, that would be an option. I mean, I could see that being a logical place to put these. But no, they are not. They're not in there. Oh well, I'll use like a glass or something. Thanks for coming up, though. Looking for something a little bigger. Hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, guys, we're gonna give our potatoes another check. All right. Now, we've got our little ring mold here. This is the biggest one I could find for the time being, but this will work. We're just gonna go around and we're gonna start cutting these into large circles. Is that gonna work though? Cut those in half, that's so small. Guys, I'm really sorry about this delay, but I thought I had my ring molds right at my fingertips. So why don't I take the largest ring mold out of here? There we go, so we need something like this size. They're literally the same exact size. Time for the glass trick. I think they'd be either in the knife drawer or the baking drawer. Not sure, babe. Maybe the cookie sprinkle icing box. I don't know. Can we do gingerbread samosas? That's pretty funny. All right, guys. So we're just gonna punch out some rounds of our dough. You can use a glass for this at home if you like. I like these metal rings, but they should be about 3 to 4 inches in diameter. Now, we're gonna cut these in half and then turn them into little ice cream cones. I know none of this really makes sense when I'm telling you. Just verbally, it's much easier to describe what I'm doing when I'm showing you, but just to give you a preview here, we'll be turning these into little conical shapes and then turning them back in on themselves. Okay. Be as economical as possible with your rings. Lorraine, hi chef. I need to run as I have another commitment, but thank you and I look forward to the recording. I'll look for it on YouTube. So Lorraine, you can also watch this on Tastemade if you'd like to come back and see the full live stream recording. Those full live stream recordings are either up on YouTube or on Tastemade proper. That'll be like the full 2-hour class that you'll get, hearing all the BS that goes on during the live streams. And then in a couple of weeks, I'll have edited down this video and caught up with all the other videos that I have in the queue, like spatchcock chicken and our tiramisu. And you'll be able to watch like a little 10-minute video, which will be nice. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us today, Lorraine. I appreciate you being here. Have a good rest of your Wednesday. Now over on the stove, everybody, I have a non-stick skillet, which is what I plan on cooking our potato and pea and onion filling for the samosas. You might want to do the same for yourself at home. Logan, what's the problem with the grill with using the gilded ring molds? Well, I don't want it to be fluted along the edges. So I'm just using it upside down. Doesn't need to be fluted. I don't know how it'll make it look. I mean, it won't make it look bad. I don't think, but not what the recipe says. So punch out your rings. You can take this excess dough that we have on the side, guys, and re-roll it into a ball, roll it out again, and get some more samosas out of it. I'm not gonna be doing that today. We got plenty of samosas out of the dough that we have right now. And it's gonna take a minute to fill them anyways. Can he do it? Yes, he can. All right, very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us here on Ingrediology for our Wednesday weeknight dinner, we are making saucy samosas, which is what you see going on down here on the board. I've got our caraway seed infused dough right here. We've already made up both our cilantro mint chutney as well as our cooling yogurt sauce. So we're gonna be serving these alongside. We have our potatoes boiling away on the stove right there. And then we've also got our hot oil in the background, ready to fry these up when they are all filled and ready to go. Speaking of our potatoes, that's our 5-minute timer. So let's go ahead and give these potatoes over here a test. We want them to be smashable, but not overcooked. A little bit of al dente-ness to them, and I'm liking that actually right there. That is looking well done to me. So let's get a strainer in your sink, everybody. Get a strainer ready. Let's get these bad boys drained of their water. Hot, swinging. All right, there we have it, guys. Our nicely drained potatoes. We're gonna smash those here in a moment after we're done getting all of our dough pieced together. Go. Oh, I should probably turn my timer off. I'm done, damn it. What are you guys drinking at home? What are you imbibing as you enjoy our culinary class this afternoon? If at all. Wait, why are we doing caper? Is Gio here? Gio, you old so-and-so. Oh, I don't see caper in chat. Aw, you got me excited there for a second, Megan. I thought Capri Sun Poppy was here. Oh, you lurking? You lurking, you lurky SOB? Good to see you, buddy. We're watching your TikToks and your Instagrams. Guys, make sure you're following Capri Sun Poppy over on his channel. Funny, funny, funny dude. Miss you, buddy. Okay. Next thing we gotta do is cook up our filling. What am I doing? So over here on the stove, we have this non-stick pan. We can start heating that up on a medium-high heat. We're gonna add in a couple tablespoons of neutral oil, and then we're gonna get our garlic, our onions, serrano peppers, and our ginger sauteed off. Megan told on you, Caper. I'm imbibing on some work because someone has to make them some money here. That's fair. That's what Megan's doing too. Fantastic. All right, guys. Nah, the small man is lurking together with other fine men, women, those in between and beyond. In between and beyond. All right, Jeff. All right, that's unique. Don't touch your eyes or use the bathroom without thoroughly washing your hands, I believe is what I said earlier in the class. And then I just touched my eyes with Serrano hands. Let me wash my hands real quick while we wait for our oil to come up to temperature. Because I don't want to do that again. That was luckily just a light touch, but I still got a sting off of it. Okay. All right. Hopefully that does it. Cool. Gonna love a good pepper burn after a trip to the bathroom. Well, luckily I didn't do that. It was just in my eyes? Is that the thing? It was only in my eyes. So everybody, if you are just joining us here on Ingrediology, today we are making saucy samosas. Samosas are these delightful little fried pyramids of dough. They're pastries that are filled with curried peas and potatoes, onions, and ginger in the case that we're making this afternoon. But that is not the only way in which you find samosas, or samosas, or sambusas, as they're called in different variations throughout the East African continent, the Middle East, the subcontinent of India, and Southeast Asia. This is a favorite treat, a really good street food, but it's not only vegetarian like we're making today. It's also filled with mincemeat, sometimes smoked fish, even in certain Southeast Asian preparations. So they have a very wide range, but they're all delicious in my opinion. If you want to cook along with us, hit exclamation point recipe in chat, guys. I'll take you over to our website, where you can check out the class guide that I made for this. It has an equipment list, recipes, nutritional information, all that good stuff. Logan, try to touch your eye now after see if the wash worked. Ah! All right, everybody, to recap what we're gonna be putting into the pan down here, we've got half of an onion that we minced up. We have 2 garlic cloves and 1 tablespoon of serrano pepper. We are going to get these sauteed off in the pan, and then we're gonna add in some of our ginger paste as well as our smashed potatoes and peas. This is gonna be the filling. We'll stuff our samosas, and then we'll bring them back over to the deep fryer, and we'll make them GBD, golden brown and delicious. And go the onions. Nice sizzle. That's what you want. Nice sizzle. Take the time to heat up your oil and everything. Guys, we got a rowing machine. I put together our rowing machine that we ordered yesterday. Finally showed up. It's really nice. It's nice having... Megan and I just wanted an exercise, or a piece of exercise equipment that would make it much easier to work out at home. You know, because it's not always great weather to go out running and whatnot, and to be able to get up, have my breakfast, and jump on the rower for like 20 or 30 minutes or whatever, and then go about my day. Number one, improves my day, because you get a little bit of activity. If I get my heart rate up over 160, 170 for the morning, I have a notably better mood throughout the entire day. Is that true with anybody else? But it's a water one. No screaming. Sounds like a good blooper. We're so athletic now. We're so athletic, you don't even know. All right, rolling pin can get out of here. Now, after our onions and our garlic have become translucent, we're gonna add in our potatoes, and we're just gonna mash them gently in the pan. So athletic. Which we're getting there. I'd say it's about another 30 seconds. All right, 30 seconds. Let's give this a pinch of salt. Season it up. Season every step of the way, guys. The sound effects are the most important part of your cooking process. I hope you know that by now. Let's go with our ginger paste. I think Megan said no screaming because I'm probably waking up Remy. Apparently Remy watches me downstairs on the television and is just like, what? Dada? Why are you in that box? Oh, yeah. That ginger takes it to the next level. So fragrant.
Logan, talk to me.
Let's get our potatoes in, folks. Why I season my cutting board and not my steak. Interesting, Dude in Flames. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Happy to see you. You making steak tonight, my friend? Speaking of steak, everybody, I just posted my April 27th Argentinian steak class. We're going to be doing flank steak and chimichurri for that evening. If you'd like to cook along with us, it's a pretty simple, straightforward recipe, but we're going to be talking very specifically about temperatures, resting, seasoning techniques, yada yada, but giving you the whole steak class experience. Potatoes are in. Let's give these a mash up with a fork. We just want these to be in marble-sized pieces. I'm not trying to mash this to the consistency of mashed potatoes. I just want it to be in kind of al dente chunks. Smash up any pieces that are larger than a marble. Then we're gonna add our peas, so have that on hand, everybody. I've got my 1 cup of green peas we're gonna be adding in. They've just been sitting in water, thawing out, but I'm gonna drain that right now. Peas. Oh, I didn't even show you adding the peas. I'm sorry. I just left you on the board. That's weird. Okay. There we go. Get that on 6. Ooh. It looks so much better on the iPhone camera. I'm not really looking for color on my potatoes, but we do need to get some garam masala. So we have 1 tablespoon of garam masala. This is a curry powder that features cinnamon and cumin, among other spices. Very standard curry. And I hope you guys know that when somebody says curry or curry powder, it's not one monolithic thing, okay? There's many different types of curries. Hundreds, if not thousands, across all of India. Love it. It's smelling so fragrant in the kitchen right now. How are we doing on our oil temp over here? We're sitting at about 240 degrees on our oil. That's good. I like that. Let's give this a little salt. Curry and curry is not the same. One is a dish, the other is a spice, both combined into a pile. Well, there's many different kinds of curry spice. When people say a curry spice, I mean, every family has their own kind of curry and their own way to mix it and stuff, you know. All the different regions in India. It's almost time to start filling our samosas, everybody. If you've got your dough rolled out and punched, that's right where you should be. We got our little discs of dough ready to go. If not, get on it. Get on it. Let's just start doing it now. Our filling's almost finished. We'll cook this out just a little bit more. All right, everybody, let's come back over here to the board and start filling. I have my filling. Ba-ba-da-da. Ready to go. That's gonna hang out over here, next to the board. Put the yogurt sauce over in the cooler until we're ready to use that. Now, the other thing you're going to need to get out, everybody, is going to be a small bowl with some water in it. Okay, so fill this up. This is what we're going to use to help seal our samosas along the edges. Just by dipping our fingers in it and running it along the edge. All right, so that can go there. Let's talk about the shape we're going to form these samosas into. Okay. I've got a nice piece of dough right here. Flatten it out a little bit more. And then we're going to cut that in half, at which point we're going to take it and fold it around onto itself. Take a little bit of water. Line the outside of your samosa. And then bring both ends together. Okay? These are tiny samosas. Now, you can expand your dough out by just kind of pinching this together as you run it around. And then we've got that kind of ice cream cone shape that I was talking about earlier, everybody. Little ice cream conical shape. We're just going to take a spoonful of filling. Not even a spoonful. Damn. We're going to put some peas and potatoes down in there. Whoop, come here. Come here, little pea. You're not getting out of this. And then one more time, take your finger, wet it, and run it along the inside of your dough right here. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Then pushing these together. Do a nice little flat shape all closed up. So we have this like little lip down here, right? This piece. Take and set your samosa on it and then bring the two arms together. Okay. Isn't that cute? That's so cute. There's a little baby samosa. All right, that's one. 27 to go. Does it kind of look like one of those Dutch girl hats? It's a Dutch girl hat. I've never seen a girl wear a hat that looks like a samosa. Maggie's agreeing. Maggie says it does, Snake Eye. So good for you there. All right, there's number two. Oh, Logie, what? What did I do? What did I do this time? What happened? What do you guys got planned for dinner tonight? If you're not cooking along with us this evening, what are you making? Throw it in chat. Háblame. I'm just standing here making samosas, folks. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. That picture is so cringy. Why? What happened? I can't click on it right now. You guys are being mean. You're leaving me out of the jokes. So just packing down this filling after you got it in, guys. To leave for yourself a nice lip of the dough that can seal to itself. Okay. Pinching with thumb and forefinger. I'm still like aiming at this camera over here, even though I'm on camera 3. All right, fold up, close it. There we go. Ah. Maybe a ramen noodle. Sammy Move 15, welcome to the stream, my friend. Happy Wednesday to you. Thanks for joining us here on Ingrediology for our Wednesday weeknight dinner. We're making some saucy samosas today, my friend. If you want to hit exclamation point recipe, that'll take you over to our website, and that'll give you the recipes, measurements, nutritional information, equipment list, and a shopping list on how to complete these samosas for yourself at home. But if you're also just joining us, this is a caraway seed infused dough that we've got going on right here. And the filling is curried peas and potatoes that have been sauteed with some onions, ginger, serrano peppers for a little bit of kick. And now we're in the process of just shaping and forming these bad boys before we get ready to fry them up over in the fryer. You know what I should do? I should just start tossing them over here. Where are you joining us from, Sammy? I made homemade Carolina Reaper pizza with chicken and sweet corn. Corn and Carolina Reapers on a pizza. You, my friend, are a genre-defining cook. That is boundary pushing right there. I love it. Wasn't that hot as hell, though? Why would you put the hottest pepper in the world on a pizza? It just seems, I mean, you obviously have to have such a high tolerance for spice. Good for you. Like, I like spicy food, but there also needs to be a balance of flavor. So as long as it's flavorful, right? I've actually never eaten a Carolina Reaper pepper. Do you grow them yourself? You can get Carolina Reapers in the grocery store nowadays. I saw them at Safeway last week. I don't know what the hell I'd use it in. I bought habaneros today because we're going to be doing tacos al pastor on Friday with our next door neighbors. We're making some tacos al pastor and, what was it? A fried lemon salad with pistachios. That sound interesting? You buy them, and you can find them at your local grocery store pretty easily. Like I said, Safeway had them the other day. You imagine how many Carolina Reapers they got to grow in order to provide for a supermarket? I mean, I can't imagine they're flying off the shelves, but still, that's a shit ton of Carolina Reapers. I made smoked Carolina Reaper hot sauce once, and it wasn't bad. I mean, as long as you're down for the heat, hell yeah, more power to you. Cute little samosa. Little samosa chat. Well, it's actually not a samosa chat. Samosa chats are larger. I'm from the UK. We can't buy them in the store, unfortunately. Oh. Oh, so you have to order them online? How did Logan's mountain trip go? So Tef, I have not talked to Logan. Logan's my next door neighbor, everybody. not to confuse you all. My next door neighbor is also named Logan, and he was proposing to his girlfriend this weekend. I'm sure Hannah said yes, but I mean, I hope it all went well. You hope it's not the opposite news in that situation, but he told us on Friday, Logan let us know that he bought the ring and they were going to Breckenridge and he was going to propose this weekend. So good for them. Ah, to be young again. Young love. There we go. Amazon. So Amazon sells Carolina Reapers in the UK and will ship them to you. Nifty. Good to know. Well, if any of you fellow limeys want to be getting some Carolina Reapers over there in the Shire, you can order them off of Amazon. I hope you don't mind me calling you a limey. It's a term of endearment. I used to have a line cook from Lancashire, and I always called him a limey. Sean, you limey, where's my steak at? He's a good guy, though. I miss Sean. I haven't talked to Sean in a minute. It's all good. I'm just teasing you, man. Don't take it personally. Anyone else made samosas in chat here before? I know we had one person earlier say that they were a fan of making their samosas. Their own samosas at home. I made mimosas once. Damn it, Snake Eye. These are gonna be gone in like 2 seconds. They're so small. Tiny, little baby samosas. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're all just joining us here on Ingrediology, hit exclamation point menu or exclamation point recipe in chat. Also check out our YouTube or our Instagram. If you'd like edited down, more abbreviated versions of these classes that we do with all of you here on Twitch and Facebook and YouTube and Tastemade, then you can check it out on our YouTube channel. We just posted our shepherd's pie video. Really good. I'm really happy with it. It's coming along nicely. I'm learning video editing, and I'm not hiring an editor out, if that's what you're wondering. I know it looks that good, but I'm not. Thank you for dropping the links, mods. I appreciate you. Did your work meeting go okay, Snake Eye? Maggie Chris Swearigan, who's been a longtime viewer here on the stream, also booked private parties here through Ingrediology with us for his company. We love Chris. Lives out in San Diego. TwitchCon's in San Diego, and we've been talking about going out there and staying during TwitchCon, which I think would be super cool. I think Chris is just trying to lure me out to his house, so I have to like make him my delicious French toast in the morning. You know, I'm obligated to cook for you if you're opening up your home. So I see your game, Chris, but I'm not mad at it. What do you think, Maggie? By October, we could get Remy travel ready? Where are we staying? I'm down. All right. Cool. I thought it would take a little more convincing than that. Work, man. I have to get up early for another stupid meeting because other people want PTO and I have to fill in. Oh, that sucks. Wait, so you gotta like fill in and go to meetings for them too? I understand that lure, says Tef. Yeah, Tef had me cooking for him this weekend. Tef tried pancakes for the first time this weekend, everybody. I think he was pretty happy about those. He described it. And you have to take notes? Screw that. Tell them to take their own notes. Send them a replay. You got OBS. Just record the meeting and send them the replay. Like, here's your notes. Sit through this meeting. When Megan hit director level at her job, they told her that she doesn't have to have PTO anymore. It's just like, take the time you need as long as the job's getting done. It's like a secret perk. It's amazing. I tried the fluffiest pancake this weekend. Is this a paid PTO job? It might be. Tasty Vision, it's good to see you, by the way. I'm sorry if I missed you earlier in chat. Happy Wednesday. What are you getting into? Other than hanging out and watching me make delicious samosas here on stream. For a quick review, guys, here on the shape, we're just taking and wetting the flat side after cutting our disc of dough in half, pulling the two corners to each other, and just sealing those by gently pinching the dough together. All right, making this kind of conical shaped little dough pocket. All right, does that make sense? That we then fill with like a teaspoon of our spiced potato pea filling. All right, so we got that there. And then we're just gonna wet our finger one more time, run along the outside of our cone, and then pull the edges together and seal gently with our thumb and forefinger. Now to give them their shape, I just fold it up here on the lip and then pull his arms in. Ah. It's a baby mosa. The good news is these are gonna fry up real nice and quickly. I just dropped in and just got out of work, so resting, chewing, and now eating. Good. Sit back, relax, Tasty Vision. With a name like that, you should have your own stream. Do you stream yourself, Tasty? If so, we'd love to give you a shout out. The fuck is this? What are you talking about, Snake Eye? What is a drop claim? Hell if I know, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, I do stream. Was more regularly once weekly, but I had a recent move and still adjusting. Heard that. Giggly Lori. Lori, welcome to the stream. I'm glad that we have someone as bubbly and as giggly as yourself here. My name's Logan, welcome to Ingrediology, and today we're making some saucy samosas, my dear. I appreciate the follow. Thanks for hanging out. What are you getting into, Lori? Looks like a new feature in chat that doesn't do anything? I'm not sure. Drop claim. Oh, they're probably like on stream drops for like games and whatnot. So if we played games and like I had Fortnite drops that I could give you guys, you can hook that up via Stream Elements. Ain't Nothing Easy by Anthony Hugh. Ain't nothing easy. Nothing worth doing is easy. Lori, are you a fan of samosas? Mm-hmm. What? Lori? Alright guys, only 50 more of these to go. I know, this is exhilarating. Drops have never showed up on the chat box before. That's fair. You're welcome, Lori. Great to have you. How many have you made so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I made 16. We got 16 so far. Listen, it's one of those things where you got to go through this whole process. You got to do all the dough you got to fill them all up, and you got to fry them all. Because when you serve them and you're enjoying them, you're going to be kicking yourself if you don't do the whole recipe, because you're always going to want to eat more. It's just a pain in the ass to go through this tedious process of the filling and the shaping and whatnot. I get it. I understand. But, as we just said, nothing worth doing is easy. And these samosas are definitely worth doing. I'm sure there are many the Indian lady who can put me to shame making these. It's like those grandmothers making pierogies out in Pittsburgh. They're just talking to each other. They're not even looking at what they're doing and popping out perfect pierogies. They look interesting. Oh, thank you. So, Lori, a samosa is a fried pastry that's filled most often with a savory filling. So this dough it's just a very simple dough with all-purpose flour, some water, oil, and then it has caraway seeds. That's what those little black dots that you're seeing all along the outside of our dough right here. Those are caraway seeds that we took and toasted and incorporated into our dough. Now I'm filling this with a mixture of spiced peas and potatoes. They have garam masala, salt, pepper, ginger, serrano peppers, some onion in here. We're sealing them up, and then we've got our fryer over on the stove, a vat of hot oil, heating up, ready to accept our samosas once they're all done. But we're going to be serving this alongside a mint cilantro chutney and a cooling yogurt sauce, because that chutney is rather spicy. And Lori, if you'd like to look up the recipe for yourself, if you're an avid home cook and you'd like to try these, then you can hit !menu or !recipe in chat, and the bot will spit you out a link to take you to ingrediology.org, where I have a class guide with an equipment list and nutrition facts and all the recipes and stuff, all laid out for you. You know what I thought of the other day, guys, was one thing I do. Let me preface this with a story. Is one thing I need to sleep is I always sleep with headphones in, just like I always stream with headphones in. And I usually listen to like space videos or documentaries or whatnot, just calming things where somebody's talking and doing something, or it's like just an informative little thing. But what if I did like some videos that were really just geared with some relaxing music in the background and me cooking? Would you fall asleep to that, Snake Eye? Yeah, you're welcome, Lori. No worries. I'm glad you're here. Some like nice, relaxing. Welcome to Ingrediology. Today for your nighttime recipe, we're making samosas. Yes, Snake Eye. ASMR sleepy time cooking. Yeah. You got ASMR everything else. Is anybody here in chat really into that ASMR stuff? Like, what's the ASMR stand for? Autonomic Sensory Meridian Response? I think is what that means. I don't get that. Meaning I understand it, I know what it is, but like I don't have that reaction. It creeps me out when people are like ticking the nails on the microphone or like talking so close in the microphone that you can hear their lips smack together when they're talking. Like it's sends shivers up my spine. Like not in a good way. Maybe I do have that same kind of autonomic response, but some people like really enjoy it. I do not enjoy it. Oh, we got a new poll up, everybody. New poll on Twitch if you're viewing us over there. Be sure to vote. ASMR is tedious. Tedious is your word of the month, Tef. You described many things out here in Colorado. It was tedious. Maybe we're just a tedious people. That could be true. Ooh boy. Hup, hup, hup. I think if people have a hard time regulating their nervous system, ASMR is probably a really good solution to calming down. Just not for me. Makes my skin crawl in a bad way. Yeah, I don't enjoy it. I don't ever seek out stuff like that. I don't watch it. But maybe it doesn't have to be ASMR. It could just be like relaxing cooking time with Logan. I mean, I'm usually anything but relaxing. I'm kind of loud, if you guys haven't learned that already, just being here on stream. $100 done, 1,000 still to go. I know, but there's gonna be so good. I would much rather be able to eat 10 of these things than stop early and only have like 4 or 5. I'd be pissed at myself if I could only eat 4 or 5 of these samosas. But you're right, P. Many things in my life are tedious. Like paying bills, but all humans I meet while I stay in the USA were lovely, great, good friends. They did awesome in making me feel welcome. I hope to give them the same experience another time. I know, Tab. I know. Whoop. Paying bills is tedious. Amen to that. Guys, I'm going to be getting into the camera here for the stream. We've got a new iPhone, a new upgrade available on our wireless account, and so instead of trading in my phone and getting a new one, I'm just going to keep my old phone, which I'm using now that you're viewing right now, and get another iPhone. Then I have 2, and I'm going to get this little automated gimbal. It's a remote. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a little dolly on wheels, and you put your phone on it, and then you can do like those curved shots. Those, and I'm gonna have it curve around the cutting board. Oh, it's gonna look so good. You don't even know what's coming. We're always making improvements here on Ingredology. Trying to. If you're not learning, you're dying, right? Oh. Sorry, I gotta stretch. This is a marathon, everybody. It's not a sprint. Almost there, guys. Last row. Last row, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means 12 more to go. Ladies and gentlemen, over on Tastemade, are you doing okay? If you're following along with us, doing all right? One out of 8 people were into ASMR according to the poll. Wow. I've seen ASMR live streams, but I imagine that's got to be pretty difficult. It'd be very difficult for me. But if like that's your thing and you're set up for it, I guess it's probably not too hard. But speaking of YouTube, if you haven't already gone ahead and followed us over on our YouTube channel, guys, I'd really appreciate it. Like a couple of our videos, that would be absolutely amazing. We're trying to build up our YouTube catalog right now and gain our audience. We're trying to hit the partnership program. That's 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watched. I think right now I'm at like 12 hours watched and 60 subscribers. So, you know, it's a process. How do you eat an elephant? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. What do you say we throw down a couple of these puppies and get them frying, guys? How about it? Perfect. Let's temp our oil real quick. We're looking for 350 degrees Fahrenheit, at which point we'll drop in some of our samosas and fry them until they're a nice golden brown. Looks like we're set at about 250 right now. I just kicked our heat up to under medium, like a medium low. You, my friend, have some mad skills. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. I've been teaching cooking classes out in Colorado. Before the pandemic happened, before 2020, I had been teaching for close to 4 years, if not 4. I think it was 4 by the time I left, but that was like mid-pandemic. And before that, I'd had 12 years of experience in professional kitchens. I've worked in kitchens since I was 15. Went to culinary school, did all that jazz, moved my way up the restaurant management ladder. And then I got this opportunity to teach with much better hours and the ability to see my wife and not work 80 hours a week. And so I took it, and I taught thousands of people in hundreds of different cooking classes out here in Colorado. And then the pandemic happened, and we just basically took it all online. And we've been doing it ever since. Every Wednesday, guys, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Set your alarms. And what do you do, P? P2? I don't know exactly what to call you. Yeah, what do you do for your job? We got a lot of people who work in restaurants here on the stream. By the way, did we get a shout out for Tasty earlier? I asked them if they streamed with the intention that if they did stream, giving them a shout out. Tasty Vision. Thank you. Yes, Tasty Vision. I appreciate you guys. Make sure that you're following and supporting all of our fellow food and drinkers here on Twitch. It's a small community and everybody knows everybody else. So you better be nice. Because we talk to each other. Oh, heard. Paul. Welcome to the stream. Great to see you, Paul. Thanks for sharing. He works as a cashier at Morrison's. Very cool. Yeah, no worries, Tasty. I'm glad you're still hanging around. I'm glad I didn't miss you. I didn't want you to think I was a jerk. I was like, oh, you stream? Cool. What a dick. Oh, guys, we're down to our last 7. It's been a journey. It's been a journey. I'm glad you're still here with me. I've been very distracted eating my dinner. And what are you having for dinner again, Tasty? What'd you make up for yourself? Hey Siri, set a timer for 3 minutes. Let's check the temperature on our oil real quick, guys. All right, we're only at like 265. Take off from the in-laws with sweet and sour pork and then some stir-fried cauliflower. Ooh, stir-fried cauliflower and greens? Hell yeah, that sounds amazing. Sweet and sour pork. I don't think I've ever made sweet and sour pork, to be honest with you. Are you having over rice or noodles? Sorry to keep asking you questions while you're just trying to eat your dinner. This is definitely where the prep cook in me comes out. Just pop your feet apart. So yeah, good resting position here. Zone out and do your thing. Those are simpler times. Going in, doing a prep list. It seemed hard at the time, right? But then you manage a restaurant and you're like, oh shit, I wish I could just go in the back and make sauces all day today. Everything over a big bowl of rice. No worries. Ladies and gentlemen, for all of you joining, cooking along with me, I appreciate you. If any of you would like to help make our streams possible by supporting on Ko-fi, kind of like Patreon for live streamers, but that goes to help pay for groceries, the software that we use to keep the stream up and running, our website, hosting fees, all that stuff. All the stuff that we put out for free isn't necessarily free to us, but for those of you who really get something out of here and would like to give a little bit back to us, you can do that down at the link in the bottom left corner of the screen. And for all of you who are subscribed already, don't forget that this Saturday, April 9th, 3 p.m. Mountain, we're going to be doing a Zoom call, all of us together. I'm calling it Family Meal. So for Family Meal this month, we're going to be doing chicken tinga tostadas. I love these things. We'll be making our own refried beans, making our own chicken tinga. Oh, they're so good. We had them last month for dinner. I was like, this is what we should do for family meal this month. That's what we're doing. Now, if you do already subscribe, I have posted the links to the Zoom class and the recipe packet that I've created for this class on Ko-fi proper. So if you go visit Ko-fi or if you go visit Tastemade, if you subscribe over there, you can find all the resources that you need and the links to get into our class this Saturday. Now this is different from the regular live streams that we do because we're going to be hosting it via Zoom. So you get live, real-time interaction with yours truly, without a chat box, all right? Think about it. Hup, hup. Is boy up here? No. Upstairs. Is he asleep? Ish. He's asleep-ish.
Grammy's up there.
He got Grammy napped?
Yeah, he got napped.
Grammy napped. All right. Gus, it's been so long. How are you? Gus, it's great to see you. It has been a minute, hasn't it? Happy Wednesday to you, my friend. We're good. I mean, I think since the last time you and I spoke, that I can remember you being on stream, we've bought a house. We've had a baby. Megan's gotten a couple of promotions. And Kevin and Kathy, her parents, my in-laws, have moved in with us out here. A lot of new stuff has happened. Yeah, all good changes out here in Colorado. How about you, Gus? How you been doing? It's great to see you. We're making some samosas today, my friend. Ha 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 ha. Last one, everybody. Last one. Sorry, I didn't have any room and I was kind of scrambling around. There we go. There's our little baby samosa. Oh, congrats, man. That's super. Yeah, thank you. Look at these. Look at all our mini samosas we got going on. Now, back in our pan of oil. Megan's butt in the background.
Hey.
Hey. We're looking for 350 degrees Fahrenheit, everybody. We are now sitting at around 300. I'm going to turn the heat up to medium. We're going to go full medium here on this thing.
Whoa.
What?
Full on bottom you.
Well, I mean, you're the one standing there. I don't know what you want me to say.
I mean...
Look out, Kippy. Oh, I'm just leaving. You got stream? No, it's that time of day where like the light is shining on my desk and like.
Just ask one.
No, it's okay. You're busy doing dishes. It's all right. I want those dishes to get done.
I mean,
Don't we all? Now, in the meantime, I've got some chicken cut up. I wasn't planning on doing this on stream with you guys, but I'm just gonna be making a very basic tikka masala. Chicken tikka masala over rice to accompany our samosa chutney. We're keeping it in the Indian theme right now. So I'm gonna start this in the Instant Pot while we wait for our oil to heat up. Get that on saute, put some oil in, brown our chicken off, toss in the sauce, some peas, and let it go. I really like these sauces. Not this particular brand or anything, but just like a nice simple Indian curry sauce that you can thin out with a little bit of water. Cook some meat in. Makes for a real quick 30-minute meal. Eat your heart out, Rachel Ray.
Yummo.
Yammo. Shoot me. Can't complain, off school and working now. The grown-up life, yeah, I know. That grown-up life, it sucks, doesn't it? Sucks to be a grown-up. You gotta get there somewhere, somehow. Megan, quit mooning the stream.
I'm not trying to. I'm trying to get some dishes done so I don't have to do so many later.
That's fine. That's fair. Oh, this beer. Kippy, move it. Shut up. So everybody, if you're just joining us here on stream, we've worked through our samosa recipe. You can find this recipe over on our website, !menu, !recipe in chat. But these are our little mini samosas. These fried pastries are filled with a curried mixture of peas and potatoes. And alongside those, we've got our delicious cilantro mint chutney. And to cool this down, because this stuff is rather hot, it has serrano peppers in it, we've also got our yogurt cucumber sauce chilling in the cooler right now. Ah, thank you for the link. No, I kind of like it though. And then once our oil's up, guys, we'll start dropping these down. And I'll let you go. What did I have projected for this stream? Like, what was the estimated time? I forget. I have it up over on the website. I wonder if I said 2 hours, because I thought it was going to take a little longer than 2 hours for us. We're at 326. 326 degrees. We're gonna punch in real close on that pan. Getting there. Onlypans.com. This is probably my favorite appetizer of all times, guys. What are your favorite appetizers? Sound off in chat. I'm so impatient. Pigs in a blanket with extra ranch. You are so fancy. Culinary Rewind, getting a shout out in here. Cerise, are you in here? Guys, make sure you're following Culinary Rewind over on her channel. Not only does she have an amazing food and drink stream in which she hangs out with you and makes delicious retro food, she also, holy moly, what is this? What are you bunch of hooligans doing? Look at you guys. Hungry Wolf, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the shout outs in here. You guys are absolutely incredible. Guys, if this is your first time, what? What is going on? What is happening right now? Is this 2 raids in a row? Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Maggie, the mods might need a little help. We just got a 100-person raid. So, thank you, everybody, for showing up here on Ingrediology for our Wednesday weeknight dinner. Call me Chef GG. It's great to see you. Hungry Wolf, love your face. Thank you for being here. We're making saucy samosas here today, guys. If you've never had samosas before, they are a fried pastry filled with, well, my version today is filled with curried peas and potatoes. We're serving it with a mint chutney and a yogurt sauce. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the follows. And to Lenoa as well. Oh, Lord Varkalex. Hey, what's up? And Barbie Balm here. Love for all peoples. What's up? Psyched. What's good, Psyched? Good to see ya. How you doing? How's it up in Seattle area? Ashley, how you doing? Oh, are you in love? Look out. Magiology's the wifey here in chat. All right. Or are you just in love with my delicious samosas that I have all set up here and ready to fry? Mrs. McDelphia, Flip, flip, Philadelphia. Here we go. Samosas are going down. You guys joined at the perfect time. G, Hungry Wolf, what were you guys making on stream today? Holla at your boy. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the follows here today. If you're wondering, I'm a chef instructor in Denver, Colorado. We go live every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Mountain Time here on the channel across YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Tastemade. And each week we make a recipe with you. If you guys would like to make these recipes at home for yourselves, for each class I post a recipe guide on our website on ingrediology.org. Just hit exclamation point recipe, exclamation point recipe or exclamation point menu in chat. That'll take you over to our website. I've got an equipment list, recipe guide, a shopping list, as well as nutritional information and all the steps for everything we've made here today on stream, all right? Wow. Fat Keys, Unnatural 20, hello, welcome. Gee, baked mac and cheese and chicken nuggets per the community. That sounds like a community dish. I don't know. I don't think that would be the dish that you chose to make for your community reward. Just saying. Not that it's bad. I've got a delicious green chili mac and cheese I have myself. Never made chicken nuggets myself, though. And Hungry Wolf, what'd you get into? Today was crab. I'm losing it. Hold on, I can find it on Twitch. Oh my God, it's moving so damn quick. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm having trouble keeping up. Lovely poetry, hello. Another chef to tease your palate, you're damn straight. Somebody give me what Hungry Wolf made. Today was crab cakes, part 3 of my Can't Get It in Cali series. Oh, you can't get crab cakes in California? I was unaware of that. I thought California was like the 3rd largest economy in the world. Pretty sure they had crab cakes. But that's awesome. Wow, how'd you do your crab cakes? I swear to God, if I have another person from Maryland tell me that that ain't the way to make crab cakes, I'm gonna shake their hand and buy them a Daniel Webster cigar. It's awful. Every time I speak to anybody who's from Maryland or New England in that whole area, well, that's not the way you make it. Our crab cakes don't have any breadcrumb in them. Yeah, they're probably loose as hell too. All right, so get off my back about my crab cake recipe. Sorry, that was my rant about Marylanders and their crab cakes. We have crab cakes in California. I know you got crab cakes, Atlanta-Noah. Am I saying that right? I'm just shooting from the hip over here, people. Guys, check out what we got going on down in the fryer right now. We have these delicious mini samosas going on. Well, that's not the right camera. There we go. We're gonna fry these up until they're delightfully GBD, golden brown and delicious. The seeds, the little brown pieces that you're seeing throughout our dough right here, those are toasted caraway seeds. Toasted caraway seeds that we incorporated in with our samosa dough. Maryland is a state and a cult. Too true. Talanoa. Heard. Thank you, Talanoa. I appreciate you. I can smell it from here. Elise, great to see you. Welcome in, everybody. Guys, make sure you're hitting that follow button. Join us here on the stream. Like I said, we go live Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Next week, we are going to be making the classic creme brulee. I think that's what we're making. Yeah, samosas here, first week of April. Creme brulee the week after. Then we got 420 the Wednesday after. And then on the 27th, we're going to be doing Argentinian steak with chimichurri sauce. Sound good? I just ate and I'm hungry again. Good! That's what we want. I want to make everybody here hungry when they come in. And guys, if you're already hanging out on the stream, then make sure that you're following Call Me Chef G, as well as Hungry Wolf Kitchen, which are 2 fabulous food and drink streamers here on the platform who are so kind, good friends, just to come over and rate us today, bring their communities here to check out what we're doing this afternoon on stream. You're going to want to make sure you have a slotted spoon on hand, everybody, in order to lift these out. Sisette, thank you for following. Appreciate you being here. My name's Logan. Welcome to the stream. Oh, and like I said, everybody, if you want to make these, exclamation point menu in chat, you can find that. Also, check out our YouTube. I take all these videos that we do live streams of, and I cut them down into much more digestible, consumable pieces of content across our YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and all that stuff. I'm a couple weeks behind just because, you know, the nature of being a dad and being a chef and running a business and stuff like that. But our latest video was the shepherd's pie. I love that. I'm so proud of our shepherd's pie video. And again, each one of these classes comes with a class guide on ingrediology.org so you can make this yourself at home. All free, 100% free. Oh, baby.
Logan. Yep, now we found our stride. Keep it going, yes? Well done.
Yeah,
Let's
yes,
go.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, I must go cook something new. Oh, all right, lovely. Well, don't go just yet. You can still hang out with us. What are you guys up to? What are you making for dinner, everybody? What we got going on for dinner across this huge chat? Oh, I'm trying to open this stupid. Nope, that ain't gonna happen. Am I okay? Yes, I'm fine. Haha. Got it. All right, guys, it's time to pull out our samosas. Get yourself a wire rack like I have right here. Line it with a little bit of parchment paper, and then right as these come out, guys, and the oil's still hot, you're gonna wanna douse these with some salt, okay? Now, in between your frying batches, make sure that you're letting your oil come back up to temperature, because by adding in our samosas, we're dropping the temp, and you wanna make sure that you're all the way back up to 350 before putting down your next batch. Otherwise, that next batch could not come out as crispy as you may have intended it to. So I've got my instant read digital thermometer right here. Ready for duty. Looks like we're right back at 350, so we didn't have to wait for that. Perfect. Next batch going down. Beat the corners of it off the table. Either fajitas or scrounging around for something, depending on whether lady eats out or not. Well, that works too. I love the Instant Pot sound. Well, Ashley, so we've just spent the past 2 hours making up these samosas, right? And to go along with it, I'm just making like a chicken tikka masala out of a cooking sauce, which is that jar that I was just trying to open up. I'm just dumping the chicken and that in the Instant Pot. We're letting it go for like 13 minutes while the last of our samosas fry up. And I told you guys to salt these immediately, and I didn't even do it myself. Hell yeah. Has anybody here in chat made samosas before? I was about to panic that he was going to pour oil all over the counter. Sandwiches with cheese and ham on the salad here. Sounds good, Gus. He's learned to keep the camera away from the fire. Thank you. Thank you every time that I deep fry something. You guys got to remind me how I deep fried my camera. This camera. It is this camera right here that's sitting on the edge. This is the camera that I deep fried, everybody. You can go and watch that clip. Snake Eyes dropping the link. Oh, but look at these guys. Oh, hell yeah. That nice up close view. Sorry, I know it's a little shaky. I'm trying to get some good shots for YouTube, though. You gotta get those nice up-close macro shots. Ooh. B-rollin'. I would probably eat those. I made them, but I had to invent my recipe based on tasting them once. I used biscuit tube dough for the pastry part. That is very resourceful, at least. I like it. When in doubt, you'll figure it out. I could eat that, no problemo. Perfectly golden brown. Thank you, Lori. Thank you all for being here. Sorry, there's just all these noises in the microphone on your guys' end. I'm like drinking my La Croix, cleaning up the other stuff around the kitchen. While you guys just get to sit back and watch these GBD samosas come to fruition. I'm so glad that the raid happened right when it did, because we're like at the best part. Right when everything's frying up, because if you'd have come in like half an hour earlier, it was like a straight half hour of me just rolling and forming these. Hey, Blob, get out of the oil. God damn it, somebody get Blob. Please. Blob, I'm glad you're here. I know. Oh, so you guys are knowing about the deep fried camera. The camera, I deep fried that camera like a year and a half ago, and it is still ticking. Megan uses it on a daily basis. Okay, Logan, gonna go clean and then squeeze this workout in. Hell yeah, gee. I got a rowing machine. I put together my rowing machine yesterday. Feels good. Feels real good. But you go enjoy your workout, get everything cleaned up, enjoy your fabulous meal. Say hi to Psyched for me. Psyched if you're still hanging out. Hi, good to see you guys. You guys are awesome. Guys, make sure you're following Call Me Chef G. She is a well-versed chef out of Seattle right now. And she does streaming just like I do. And we're actually going to be participating together for her little birthday stream coming up here in June. So this should be a fun time. Hell yeah. Guys, down here on the board, I've got some sauces we're going to be serving alongside of our samosas. We've got a cooling cucumber yogurt sauce. And then over here, this is a mint and cilantro chutney. This has a kick. It has serrano peppers in it, okay? Almost kind of looks like saag, if you guys are familiar with that kind of Indian dish. But it's not, like saag paneer, but it's not. It is a mint chutney, finely chopped up, but it's a little bit of kick from this, along with the samosas. Hell yeah! Stop touching things. Will someone put a straight jacket on Blitz, please, on Blob? Friendly, bubbly oil. Rowing's good for those calves. You know, my running is good for the calves, for sure. The rowing is good for my back, my broad shoulders. Do we have 9 people here in chat who have not followed yet? Because we are literally 9 people away from 2,100 followers. Make my day. Make my day. We wouldn't be as far along as we are without the help of our lovely co-creators here on the platform. Love you guys. All right, get your salt ready. Last batch coming out. Last batch coming out. Don't climb into the pan. Jesus. Such a mean chef. I know. I am. I'm a real dick. Do you do anything else with the green chutney? I throw an apple in mine. Oh, Hungry Wolf. I like that. I like the apple idea in the chutney. That's fantastic. I didn't put an apple in with it. It's got 1 cup of mint leaves, 2 cups of cilantro leaves and stems, a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt, and then a half cup of water, I believe, is in there. Again, if you want the recipes, guys, !recipe in chat. Put all the recipes up for free. You can follow me on any of your favorite platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Tastemade, Instagram, TikTok. It's all there, baby. Oh, hell yeah. Sorry, just B-rolling, everybody. Just getting that B-roll in. I'm making you dizzy. Okay. Come over here on the board. You guys want to see the setup? You guys seen behind the scenes over here? Did I miss any steps? I hope I didn't miss anything. That's literally what's guiding us through the classes, everybody. Don't forget salt straight away. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate you, baby. Okay. What we got going on right here? Hot, swinging. Make sure everybody, after you're done, that you turn off the oil in your pan. Sorry, guys, sorry. Low battery kind of notification. It'll jump back here momentarily. There we go. My bad. Means the battery in my phone's getting kind of low. To be expected. Holy shit. These look amazing. I am so happy with this. Don't worry, I'm gonna taste one. Close up salting. Logan is what's guiding us through the classes. That's just their notes. Got your back, mate. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate you, baby. Get a little bit of our creamy yogurt sauce down here. What? Look at this amazingness, everybody. Big Ed, welcome to the stream, my friend. How you been, Ed? Sorry guys, just getting more of that B-roll. Gotta make the YouTube videos look good. All right, I can't wait any longer. Let's eat one of these. Kevin, come get them while they're hot. Go right here. Yeah. Yeah, that's crunchy. Been a while, Ed. You're right about that. How you doing this fine Wednesday, my friend? We're making mini samosas. Saucy samosas. Hot damn. Speaking of hot damn, that is hot. There's a lot of serrano in that mint chutney. I know you can't just taste one. God, I am so happy we did this. I am so happy we did this. This is like, for those of you who just joined us here recently with the raid, I was talking earlier about how this is literally my favorite appetizer of all time. It's one of my favorite dishes. And we have this Indian restaurant up near us here in Southlands, which is a mall out here in Aurora. And it's called Monsoon. And it's my favorite restaurant in Denver, where they make the best samosas I've ever had in my life. Although I might give them a run right here. Oh, yes, please. Taste Made, for those of you cooking along with us, how you doing? Just got the same 3 people over here. I hope you enjoyed the class. Woo! Everybody, if you would like to cook along with this recipe that we've made here today, you can go over to ingrediology.org and search out the class guides tab at the top of the menu, and that will take you into the area where we have every single recipe that we made here on stream, and then laid out with equipment lists, recipe guides, all sorts of stuff for you, a bunch of resources. You can sign up for our classes via Tastemade. For those of you who subscribe here on the channel, don't forget that April 9th we have coming up a special subscriber-only stream. We're going to be doing a Zoom call where you guys are going to be able to cook along with me, but do it face-to-face. We'll remove the barrier of the chat box. So if you subscribe on Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/ingrediology at any level, then you already have your invite to the stream this Saturday. Same with Tastemade people. And if you'd like the invite on Twitch, if you're a subscriber, then you can hit me up on Discord. I've already posted some links over on Discord to bring you over to the chat. But we really appreciate the people who help to make Ingrediology free for everybody else who enjoys it. So thank you so much for your support in advance. I hope that we're going to have a lot of fun here this Saturday. This can be made / cooked with olive oil too. That's because I really don't like frying in olive oil, to be honest with you. It's not a great frying oil. Use a neutral oil like peanut oil, canola oil, vegetable oil, whatever you have on hand. It's also cheaper. You're gonna pay so much more for extra virgin olive oil. Well, don't fry in extra virgin, or just olive oil in general that you're gonna fry in. Just use regular oil. I would do the sauce with it, but not fry in it. You could do the sauce with extra virgin olive oil, yes. Oh, so you'd rather not fry it, Elise? Sorry, I misunderstood your question. There are versions of samosas that I saw online during some of my research that are baked samosas. Samosas are this fried pastry that's filled with the spice pea mixture, and that's the version we made today, right? But it is not limited at all to just this box that we're putting it in. From East Africa to Southeast Asia, there are many different versions of this. We happen to be making an Indian version of this, and even inside of India, there are many different kinds of versions. Some feature mincemeat, some have smoked fish even, and some Southeastern varieties. The dough will change, going from very thick and bread-like, almost like a flaky pie crust. Let me get back down here. The dough that we made today, I would describe as more of like a flaky pie crust kind of deal. Whereas sometimes you'll find them where it's very paper thin. It's almost like a what am I trying to think of? Like a phyllo dough kind of paper thinness to them. But yeah, nobody puts samosas in a box. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. So crunchy. Sorry, I can't stop eating these right now. Oh. Hey, Paul, thank you so much for the follow on YouTube. I really appreciate that. We're trying to get into the YouTube partnership program. That's 1,000 followers, 4,000 hours watched. We're only like really a month into releasing our videos. I think we're sitting at like 60 subscribers and like 12 hours watched or something like that. But as I said earlier, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, all right? And we're gonna get there. But look out for more of the YouTube uploads coming out. Tastemade people, I hope you got something out of the class. I really appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Look out for our creme brulee class coming up here next week, everybody. That is going to be, what's the date on that? The 13th of April, we'll be doing a creme brulee class. It's very simple custard that we top with sugar, and then brulee. Brulee means to like flame, well, brulee means to burn in French. So burned custard and sugar, all right? Very classic dish. Not too many people know how to make it. I think most people perceive creme brulee as tougher than it actually is. Let me show you how simple it is, okay? Don't you touch these samosas, Blob. I'll take that hand off, all right? Your little mitt. All right. Well, guys, who should we raid? Who we got going on? Who's online right now? Ooh, you got a torch for Christmas, Elise, but I haven't gotten to use it. Elise, come next week. Come next week. Come next Wednesday. Again, all of our classes are free. We're going to be doing the creme brulees. The recipe's already up on the website. So if you go to the class guides tab on ingrediology.org, you can see the classic creme brulee class guide. That's going to be all the equipment you need, all the ingredients, your shopping list, nutritional information, blah, blah, blah. Don't look at the nutritional information. It's a dessert, okay? You don't want to know that. Just ignorance is bliss, okay? But this would be the perfect chance for you to use your torch here next week. I'd be so excited if you did that. We rated Bubs last week, or 2 weeks ago. Let's go to Whey Bread. I miss my friend Whey Bread. Guys, the chef that I'm sending you to was trained at the Culinary Institute of America. He is a badass chef, a great guy. I think you're really gonna enjoy his vibe. We'll see you, like I said, next Wednesday for our creme brulee class. And in the meantime, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, all these other places you can find us at. And don't forget, if you'd like to help support us monetarily, you can do so at Ko-fi.com. That really goes a long way into helping make these streams possible. I appreciate you in advance, and have a great rest of your Wednesday evening. I'll see you next time here on Ingrediology.